There we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about the inconvenience. I'm sorry.
No issues.
Thank you.
I'm fine. I hope others are all fine. I'm sorry for the inconvenience for all the trainees, actually. Yes, good morning and welcome to this session on VP membership training. I am your trainer today. And today, the agenda for today is we'll be talking about the Vice President membership role, Vice President membership responsibilities, and VPM resources. What are the resources that is available to you for using? The objective is, as I said, it's first to identify the role, fulfill the responsibilities, and find resources that can help you in fulfilling your duties. Let's talk about the role. But before I talk about the role, I want to ask one question. It's my opinion that every role in Toastmasters, help us learn something new. What is that you want to learn from this role that you are taking up? Maybe some of you can just answer the question, so we can keep it interactive.
What is it? To increase the membership of our club.
Yeah, but what is that you are expecting to learn from this role? Individually, what is the learning material, learning point that you want to get out of this role?
Yeah, it will be like I'll be communicating within the club as well as the others, the non-members. So it will be a good platform to communicate with the others.
Yeah, so you're going to communicate with other members also, so guests. So probably it's something that you're challenging yourself in terms of communication with new people. Okay, that's good. Any other points? Anyone else want to add? Maybe new different.
VTM Meenakshi. This is what for me. What after 20 years of Toastmasters experience, coming back to this role, for me, especially in this time in this year, because we are facing a huge number of obstacles in terms of membership, and membership is the key for the organizations, for the club, for the district. Because if VP memberships don't understand the mechanism of turning guests into members, and what are the real driving forces to motivate a person to allocate 60 USD per 6 months to join the club, then this learning process, learning dynamic will help me understand what really pushes people to become members of a non-profit making organization. Because these days, Toastmasters International Educational Program is facing a lot of pressure from other learning platforms. So how we can attract and maintain people's interest and pledge their support to the organization and convince them to invest their time and money to join Toastmasters International.
Wow. That is so much actually that we can pick up from this particular discussion. Yes, there is a competition that we are facing. TMI as it is facing competition. Plus, because of the current situation, members are not interested in spending money. Plus non-profit. So all these together, how are we going to convince someone to join Toastmasters? And that's the cornerstone of membership role. Actually, that's what we are going to learn. How we are going to sell this concept to someone, how we are going to convert a sale. That's actually a huge learning. Definitely, thank you, DTM Hamachikri, for bringing this particular point. This is a major learning for us actually in the membership role. Actually. Definitely, yes, and especially in the current situation. Anyone want to add any other point, or we can go to the presentation? So there are no more points. Then let's proceed with our presentation today. So VP membership responsibilities actually are threefold. In fact, every XCOM role has got these three particular roles, like during the club meeting, outside the club meeting, and in the XCOM. These are the three responsibilities that we all don in every role that we take up in the XCOM. So if you talk about club meeting, the role again, before the club meeting, during the club meeting, arrival at the club meeting, and then during the club meeting. There are three aspects of it again. So let's look into this. So before the club meeting, membership role starts with listing new members, basically guests whom you are going to invite. Who are all the potential person that you are going to invite? So that list that you are going to prepare, and you're going to talk to them, you're going to invite them, and keep guest packets. I'm not sure many clubs do it today. DT Mohammed Shukri can help me in this process, because I've seen this probably a decade back. I'm not seeing this happening in many clubs now. But when I joined Toastmasters, it was there. This guest packet was there, and it used to be given to the guest to know about Toastmasters. It used to have some materials, and also a magazine, if I'm not mistaken. Toastmasters magazine will be there in that. So guest packet is something that keeps the interest of guests who comes to the meeting. They don't know much about it, so it helps them to understand Toastmasters even after they leave the meeting. The third aspect is, again, former guests and members who are not been attending the club meeting. We actually miss a lot in this. Members don't come to the meeting. And when I'm saying this, I'm also guilty of it. I have also not been attending meetings of at least one club that I'm a member of for various reasons. But again, when someone calls and asks you to come for a meeting, you will be forced to go for the meeting. So you may probably say no for the first time when they call you and ask you to come for the meeting. You may probably give some excuse for that meeting. But subsequent meeting, again, when they call you, you will be forced to accept the invitation and you will go back to the meeting. This is our psychology. We will not be able to say no to someone more than once. Second time, we feel guilty of saying no. So we will be forced to go to the meeting. So use this technique. Call members who are not attending the meeting regularly. Definitely, they will come back to the meeting. When you arrive at the meeting again, you have to greet all the members, all the guests, talk to them personally, give a warm welcome to them, make them feel home. This is a responsibility of every membership. In fact, this is a responsibility of all the members, but more so of membership. You can probably have a team, which we'll discuss about in the subsequent slides. You can have a welcome team, or in the membership committee you can have, and we can make one of them responsible for the guest committee. When someone comes to the meeting as a guest, inviting them, talking to them, giving them a warm welcome. The guest packet we discussed, and try to answer all the questions that guests may have. We may assume that people know about Toastmasters, which is not true. Even when you ask yourself, when you join Toastmasters, you were not having every information about Toastmasters meetings. You attended the meeting out of the curiosity you learned, but not many may have the same curiosity. So you have to talk to them. And once you talk to them, they may ask questions, answer questions. And that is how you are going to develop a curiosity in them to come back to the meeting. After the club meeting, and it's very, very critical. Once the club meeting is over, you have to talk to the guest. If you don't talk to them, they will feel left out and they may not even come back. So you have to go back, talk to them about the experience, talk to them about what you have gained. Probably get some elder members, some mentors from your club to talk to the guests to resell the importance of Toastmasters and what they have gained. Show some examples how people have actually transformed after joining Toastmasters. And then you have to invite them to join. We assume that when people come to the club meeting, they attend the meeting, they look at the speeches, and they are impressed and they are going to join. Not necessary. You have to ask. It's a very, very important thing in every sale. Every sale they say you have to ask. If you don't ask, you're not going to get the sale. The same thing applies here also. You have to ask them to join. It's a courtesy question, but you have to put the question. Then comes the membership application form. I have one particular point in this, which I will cover a bit later. Outside the club meeting, conduct membership building programs. Now, what is this membership building programs? Can someone explain to me? Or, if you have any idea, if you can share some lights on that?
Yes, DT Meenakshi, one of the, actually Toastmasters International offers Speechcraft as a membership build-up program, because it's a systematic 8 sessions, whether it was 1 month or 2 months, systematic approach to increase membership. There are, however, other non-official membership build-up tools like open houses, creative programs where the target audience are guests, as long as you respect two important rules in this regards. Number one, you don't breach Toastmasters International's copyright in terms of images, material, handouts, booklets. And number two, you don't take any profit for yourself. Any profit from a membership build-up program should go for the club or to support club membership or administration.
Yes. Yeah, SpeechCraft is actually a wonderful program. Actually, in fact, this is something which clubs can benefit. Even those who attend SpeechCraft, they become members of Toastmasters and they become very strong. They'll preach about Toastmasters as they go along. So that was a very good point. Yes. Is there anything else that we can think of membership building programs? Other than SpeechCraft is actually a tool. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking that we could also have dedicated workshops, maybe a workshop on communication skills, invite a trainer from outside the club to come and give a dedicated workshop on different topics that would interest the members.
Yeah, that is actually a very, very good point. That is, when you invite a guest speaker, you can actually not only build the interest in the club, own members will come back to the club. That is point number one. Point number two, you can also use it as a tool to invite guests. For example, if when you're inviting a guest speaker who is an expert in a particular topic, probably someone will be interested to listen to that person and they will come to the club. And that's a window of opportunity for us to get a guest coming to the club and then learn about Toastmasters and join Toastmasters. That was a very good point, Tosin. Okay, that's again, there are any other point anyone want to add? Yes, in Toastmasters website, actually, other than SpeechCraft, there are other programs also, which has not been used widely, but there are other leadership programs are there. There are other even communication kind of interactive communication. There is something like that. There are 2-3 other programs are available, which can also be used to invite guests to know about Toastmasters and join Toastmasters. But other than that, TMI has got three occasions they come out with membership building. They call it as program. It is also like a contest. It's called as they have a Smedley Award, which is during 1st August to 30th September, where you have to get 5 members and you get a ribbon for it for the club, and then 10% discount on whatever you are going to buy from the TMA website. So they have 3 different programs. One is this is the Smedley Award, then they have Talk Up Toastmasters, then they have Beat the Club. So this can be used again as an opportunity to build membership during the club. You can encourage members to bring more guests using this as a tool. Another option is like you can have a membership goals. I remember this is something which I still remember, which is through 2012 when one of in ICAP Toastmasters, TTM Sanjay Gupta, who was a past Division A director, he became Vice VP membership, and he had a goal of reaching 50 members. That was his goal, and we had about 30 members at the time in the beginning when he joined, and he reached 50 members well before. I think by end of April we had 50 members in the club. So you can have such goals. You want to have these many members by the end of the term, and keep working on it towards it. Because once you have a goal, you will find ways of achieving it. So this is another thing that you can use. Membership building contest. This is what we discussed about. The Smedley Award, Talk Up Toastmasters. These are all part of that. But you can also have your own award, your own contest. You can have a membership building contest for the club, and you can between the members, whoever brings the maximum guests and who are able to convert the guests into Toastmasters. I think there is a sponsorship ribbon available to them. By Toastmasters gives a sponsorship ribbon for people who bring 5 members or more to the thing. So you can encourage, you can announce a contest like that for the club, and you can encourage members to bring more guests. Follow up. This is very, very critical. This is where we all miss. If a guest is not going to come back we assume that they are not going to come back. No, you have to call, you have to invite them for one more meeting. Keep following up, because the power of follow-up is something that we all underestimate. It can work wonders. So keep following up and keep track of a guest. Probably something like a guestometer. We can keep, a number of guests that you want to invite in a particular session. For 3 months, you should have at least, each meeting you should have 2 guest members, and try to keep a record of guests coming in. Get a guest register. I think the clubs used to have a guest register, but now because everyone is using phones, probably you're not going for a guest register. Probably you're taking the number down and then keeping in your memory. But having a guest register is something that can be wonderful for the club and also for the members. Just a minute. Sorry, my battery was running low. Guess this is what we discussed now: guest speakers, speechcraft, open houses, theme-based meetings. This is again, see, though it is VP Education's job, theme-based meetings are going to help you to get more members. Guest comes in, they are going to get impressed. So you have to talk to VP Education and see if they can do theme-based meetings. This is again another, you can move the meeting to a different place where, the opportunity of meeting public and get the, interest instilled in them. And if you are actually, for example, if your club is a community club, then you can probably take up place during the community gatherings and promote Toastmasters. I think District 20 last year did a few things in Bahrain. At least, there was a fair that was going on in Indian school, which generally attracts thousands of people. And D20 took a stall in that place, and they were promoting Toastmasters. So like that, you can find out where you can promote your club, probably in your community. If it is a corporate club, try to find ways of getting more members, doing some open house in the corporate. So these are the things that you can try and do. About attendance, this is something that some clubs used to do in the past, but I'm not sure whether any club is doing. This is something that also can help members to come back. Now, moment you have some award for attendance, you'll find when you appreciate people for what they are doing as their best, they're going to do it, they're going to repeat it actually. So you'll find attendance going up. This is a point which I want to mention specifically, because most often VP membership thinks that his or her role is over moment a guest is inducted in the club. No, if you want to retain the members, because membership is not only about getting new members, but also about retaining the existing members. So you have to keep talking to the members. What was their goal? What where they are today? How you can help. Keep that going. It's like after sales service. Sale is over. If you don't bother about the customer is not going to stay with you. So after sales service is important. So with membership, you have to keep talking to the members. So during the outside club meetings, they said you have to bring membership applications. Always be ready with the applications. Always. Public relations. Why you should assist public relations? Can someone give me some idea on this? Why they say that you should assist PR?
Well, the VPPR helps to raise awareness about the club.
Yes.
And so, for example, on social media, different avenues, and this attracts people to the club. So I see them as working in tandem, working hand in hand. So when the new people are attracted to the club through the awareness, which was done by the VPPR, then the membership can follow up with them.
Yeah, it's like sales and marketing, isn't it? PR is marketing, membership is sales. So they have to work together actually, obviously. So that was a good explanation. Yeah, and then ensure the meeting information is correct in the agenda, in whatever information that goes out. Because if information is not correct, people, when they want to come to the meeting, guests want to come to the meeting, the information is wrong, they're going to lose interest. They will not turn up for the meeting subsequently. So ensure the information is correct. And attend club executive committee meetings and contribute in whatever way you can. How many of you know something like this is there actually? How many of the club members are using this today? This was there when I joined Toastmasters. Membership application and the member profile both have to be filled up. Though member profile works most with the VP education, but VP membership is the one who is supposed to get this filled up actually. Because in this, there are some information that you are going to get from the member. You're going to ask the member why they are joining, what they want to achieve. Maybe DT Mohammed Shukri can help me in this point, because this was there earlier. Now I am not sure how many clubs are actually following this.
DT Meenakshi, I don't think many of us are following the old procedures that we used pre-COVID. And I think there are 3 or 4 reasons for that. The most important reason is there is a gap now between members like you and myself and other old members of the club who experienced the old ways of doing club membership and administration, and the COVID-19 era members who don't know even the feeling of a physical meeting. So there is a gap between these 2 generations of members. And this is one. Number 2, to be honest with you, it's getting now harder to order physical items for the clubs compared to previous years. This is not an excuse, but it's an obstacle, because if you want to place an order right now with Toastmasters International, apart from being slight delays in order processing, you also face massive increase in shipping costs. So even you have this option of ordering the must-haves and ordering the like-to-have. The must-haves now at the moment are the things that the club needs now to function properly, and like-to-have are like less items like membership profile, membership building tools, membership kits. They are nice to have, but they will be less prior to compared to must-haves for the clubs.
I agree with that actually. But this is available online. This is a soft copy. You can download this actually. So you don't have to physically order it. It's available as soft copy. So you can always share it with the new members and get it filled actually. Because see, this has got so many information. Like for example, what is their goals? What they want to achieve by joining Toastmasters? It is actually the one that I think Faraz Farooq was talking about in his, or is it Ola Rashid? One of them mentioned about assigning a mentor based on what the member want to achieve. So this can be a wonderful tool if you want to do that actually. But again, personally, I would say this, as a VPM membership, you can, get this filled up so that you can, instill that kind of support to the member as to what exactly you want to achieve. But personally, what I feel every member should do is look at what you want to achieve in Toastmasters and refresh it each year. What you achieved and what you want to achieve now. If you don't change your objective, you lose interest and you will probably, go out of Toastmasters. So this is personal, that's what I do for myself. That's a personal thing for others. But again, as a big membership, you can use this as a tool to get that interest in the member and then assign a mentor who can actually help the member to achieve what they want to achieve. This is available online. You can download it actually. There is no need for you to order from TMI. And they have actually matched it with the pathways now. This particular thing was not there earlier. So this is now in line with the pathways, because pathways has got different path. Then this gives idea of what they want to take forward. Because again, many members who join, they are confused as to what they should choose in pathways. There are multiple they have different paths, but which path I should choose? If this form is made available to them, it becomes easy for them to decide exactly what they should go forward. Again, outside the club meeting, attend the area council meetings and vote for it. It's very, very important that you attend area council meeting, because then you will understand exactly what is happening in your area. And then you'll get to know about what's happening in your division. All the information comes through. It's actually a process. It's called the district will, there is a district council. So division members will take from district and then give it to the area, and area will give it to the club. So the information passed on in that fashion. So we are part of the area council, you know exactly what's happening in area, and then you can keep your club updated about various activities that's happening in the area. Arrange for replacement for us, and always there is a committee that you can have. You know, you can have 2 or 3 members in your committee who can actually take up your role in your absence, who can also become different roles. Like, for example, guests can be a committee. There are 1 or 2 members in, who can take care of guests. There are members who can work on membership building programs, and then successor. Again, this is the challenge today is, of course, every club is struggling. They are having less members. So how many more members you can have in the committee? That's a challenge, which is a different question altogether, for which I have no answer right now. Contests. In the executive committee, of course, everyone is responsible for it. As membership, you are also responsible for it, because see, the contest is going to be a major, I'll say, milestone for a member. And that is something which will keep membership going for a long time, because there is a contest and people are interested to participate in the contest and improving themselves. You are going to retain the membership. So having a very good contest is very, very important for the club to succeed. And report on club membership is actually every meeting you are going to respond to the president. You are going to inform the club what is your goal and how much you have achieved, and you are going to again ask help from the members for getting more guests. So these are the 4 questions basically. How will you fulfill this responsibility? When will each action be completed? Who is available to you? And what materials and resources you can use? Anyone want to add a point on this? Like, for example, who is available to help you? Because see, how to fulfill responsibility, you know right now more are the thing, what are the things that you have to do and all. When will each action be completed? Probably you can have an action plan. You know, I want to have 10 members by the end of next year. So 5 members by end of first term, something like that. But who is available to help you? Who is there to help you? Can someone help me in understanding this question?
The ExCom members.
ExCom members. Okay. What about club members? Yes.
Can you clarify what do you mean responsibility, or what responsibility of the goals that the person wants to put in action, the VPM wants to put in action? I'm not clear on the question.
Yeah, VPM. See, your responsibility, we are seeing VPM responsibility. Your responsibility is to get you have to get new members, you have to get more guests, you have to retain members. This is your responsibility in conducting membership contests,
right?
In conducting all the different programs. This is the main responsibility of membership actually. And you can have an action plan. Like, for example, you can have an action plan for doing a speech craft. One speech craft for this term, or one open house for this term. 10 members. These are the different action plans that you can have for your.
Okay, so how will you fulfill this responsibility?
Yeah, absolutely, because this I mean, sorry if I have not explained it clearly. So basically, you are going to take the tools and then put it in a calendar. So speechcraft, I'm going to do one by say before December, I will do one speechcraft. By March, I will do one open house. So you don't have to do more actually, but at least 2 in 1 year, one for each term, will help you to get more members, interest in the in the club. Plus, this also will help you to recruit members who can help you. See, this is where volunteers are going to come, and this is where we're going to identify who will be your successor, who can actually take over from you and do for the next year. So all of this is not straightforward thing, but everything is going to help you in different ways. So who is able to help you is not only ExCom members, but also club members. You have to identify club members who can help you. Get volunteers from the club, because it's not possible for you to do on your own. You need to get the members' help. And what materials and resources can you use? It's available in the TMI website. You can use all the materials like Speechcraft. If you go, TMI will give you the Speechcraft material. You can get the different membership building programs, like the contest, the Smedley contest, or Smedley Award, or Talk Up Toastmasters, or beat the clock. This is the last one. It will be in May and June. So next will be, now it is Smedley Award, which is August and September. Talk Up Toastmasters will be in February and March. And then Beat the Clock will be in May and June. So these are the different materials that you can use from the TMA website. It's there will be a slide on this as we go along. So this is where you are going to start. You are attending the club sponsor, district sponsored club officer training program, which you already attended actually. There is a leadership. How many of you actually got the leadership manual? Club leadership manual. If you are not got today, now I think it's available in online. You can actually go and download it. Actually, it's not earlier. It used to be available in printed form, but now I think it's available online. You can actually download it from TMA website, which will give you. It's called Club Leadership Handbook, and it will give you exactly roles of each of the committee members, including membership. So that will give you fair idea of what you can do and what help you can get. More information about what your role will be available in that handbook. The outgoing executive committee, you have to meet so that you know what they have done. You can learn from their experience. And this is very critical. The handover is very critical because that is how a club's knowledge base that has been garnered over a period of time gets transferred. Some of the practices that some clubs are still doing today because it's been transferred from ExCom to ExCom. So it is very critical for handing over, having a meeting with the past committee and taking over from them, having a meeting with the outgoing VP membership and understanding what they have done and what they learned from their mentors, so that what you can do to fulfill your job. Then finally, of course, the current executive committee. That's important because you're all working together. It's not that one is bigger, other is lower. It doesn't really matter in TMI. Everyone has got a very important role to play, and we are all team players. So as a part of the committee, we are going to learn from each other and get help from each other. You'll help each other and get help from each other. That's how it's going to be working. This is something that you can have 1 or 2 members to serve on a committee. This we discussed. I mentioned about in different slides, like having a guest committee or having a membership building committee. If you have more members, if not, at least have 1 or 2 members to help you. You can work on different things. Try to get someone who is new, because that way you can actually train them also. So one existing member, one new member can be a good combination for you to pass on the knowledge. The learning can get actually transferred. Moments of truth is a very important thing that you can do as a membership. If it's something which will give you a clear idea of where the club is going wrong and what you can do. This is not only for membership, but for everyone. But yeah, of course, membership also gets advantage. You know exactly what you can do to retain members. Welcome Kits. I think now I'm not sure it is available online. We have to find it. Or any other material you want, you can order. Yes, Tosin.
Could you touch on moments of truth? I've been a member of Toastmasters for I don't know how many years. I have never been involved in moments of truth. I've never seen it done. I've heard of it. So how does that happen, and who initiates it, and how is it done, please?
Okay, I've been. I mean, I can also tell you the same way. I've been only in 2 sessions of moments of truth, having been in Toastmasters for now 16 years. So it's a very rare thing when many clubs don't do, but it's very important. But some clubs do it, religiously. Every year, I think WMC does it frequently. When Manama Toastmasters used to do it earlier. Maybe DT Mohammed Shukri can help me understand which other clubs are very regular in doing the moments of truth. But this gives you a fair idea of knowing a feedback from the club. It's actually a open session where you get feedback from club members about the performance of the executive committee, about the performance of the club, where we can improve, what we have done wrong. Everything is discussed threadbare. DTM Mohammed Shukri, maybe you can throw some light on this, because I think I'm sure you have done some moments of truth yourself.
Thank you very much, DTM Meenakshi. This moment of truth, to be honest, is not something that you need to have in your educational program. If you compare it to in parliamentary procedure sense, this is comparable to a point of order. So a moment of truth is a wake-up call from Club XCOM or club members that says something that can potentially harm the experience of members, the same way that a point of order is requested in a meeting. So any member can stand from the floor and request a point of order because a very urgent, important matter that is related to the health and well-being of the club meeting or the club members. The same thing, the moment of truth is a wake-up call, that a tool that XCOM members can use, usually XCOM members, or some in rare moments, a club member can request a moment of truth. I also recall that moment of truth was kind of part of the old advanced manuals. So now in pathways, there are other levels that can fulfill this requirement, yet still the moment of truth is a tool that can be used by XCOM or by any requested member of the club. How often do we see it these days? I would say much less compared to earlier days because of the many factors involved. And I guess nowadays we are also very careful not to stir the water, to be honest, or rock the boat, because we are still facing problems in membership. We don't want to create more areas where people feel scared or feel that something is wrong and we chase them away from the clubs.
That's actually true. In fact, people earlier days were more open about various factors, and people were able to accept it. Though they used to fight, but they were able to accept it. But probably today, more sensitive, and it's very, very difficult for. We don't know who will get offended at what point of time, and how they will respond. So yes, maybe that's also a factor to be considered while doing the moments of truth. But yes, if your club is really struggling and you want to improve, moment of truth is a place where you can start. Okay, this is for the XCOM, entire XCOM, but again, this is something that I've recently heard from some neurobiologist or someone who was talking about how our brain remembers things. And I've heard this various occasions, T.T.M. Mahmood Shukri using in explaining how a speech sticks to your mind. So I thought I will use this again because see, the novelty, people will remember something which is very new, different. Novelty aspect makes it memorable for us. Or if there is emotions involved, we remember that. Or it is repeated, then we remember. Or there is a connection that we can establish, then we remember. This is how our brain remembers actually. The order of remembrance is basically one of this is there, then the brain will remember. Otherwise, brain will push it down in the memory lane. So if you want to have a guest join your club, if you want to have members continue in your club, then you have to have one of these aspects remaining continually in your club meetings. Repetition is happening everywhere because our meetings are repetitive. So we are not going to stop, exactly same time in every month, 2 meetings or 1 meeting. Based on that, you keep repeating it without canceling a meeting. You achieve repetition. Now, the novelty, emotions, and connections are basically how you are going to manage. Connection is something which with membership you have established by talking to people, calling them, frequently being in touch with them actually. But emotions and novelty is how you conduct a club meeting, and that's the XCOM's job. It's not VP Education's job alone. VP Education's responsibility to have a good meeting, but it's XCOM's responsibility also. So you also can help in VP Education in having novelty and emotions in every meeting so that members enjoy the meeting and come back. So at the end of the day, as VP membership, you have to give an offer to the guests that they can't refuse. So with that, I want to conclude my presentation. If you have any questions, we can discuss. If you want to add any points, we can have a short discussion before we conclude our session. I think you have to register also, no? Have you all registered for the? I think there's a link that was sent for which you are used.
Can you share the link again, please? I saw it, but it wasn't it's not in the chat, so I wasn't able to access it.
Something was there actually. I saw something coming in actually.
Right.
I'll ask them to share the link again.
The chat seems it's disabled. I can't share anything.
Actually, correct. So let me just put in the There was a broadcast that I saw, but I'm not able to see it now.
Did anybody get the link?
No,
I
don't
saw
think-
it, but then it just disappeared. It
Yeah,
came like
that's what
twice and
it's
then
not
it
there in the
went.
chat actually. Yeah. So I'm just calling them.
But
Just
it's
give
not.
me a minute.
Okay.
It's there in the chat, it seems. No. Yeah, Dalia is coming to share it. Just a few minutes.
Ditya Meenakshi, could you share on how to attract the public, people to attend the meetings? I mean, to come to new members. How do, because we don't want to keep attracting members from other clubs.
Yeah.
We
That's
want to
actually a-
attract new people who are new to the Toastmasters experience. So how do we, what do you suggest we do to do that?
Yeah, I'll come to that. The link is there, so you can you can all actually
Yes,
use the link.
thank you.
Yes, the question is, did I? Okay, I think I have shared the link here. Let's stop the share. Yeah. Okay. The question is that how can you attend? I mean, how can you attract new members? I mean, guests to come, because of course we get Toastmasters from other clubs to come and join our meeting, but see the new members. One of the things that they can do is the Speechcraft, because Speechcraft is where you definitely get a new set of people who can be guests. Other way of looking at this, you can each member, there is a I'm not able to get that sentence. It says each member get one, something like that. So each member should try to get one guest for every meeting, and then you can have a certificate for members who are able to get more guests, some kind of appreciation, so that the guest is constantly being invited to come to the club. See, it's not possible for you alone to go and invite more guests. So you have to use the connection. You have to use the club members. So you can announce a award or appreciation for members to invite guests. So that's there. Plus, again, in Toastmasters, there is an award. No, if you get more members to come in and you become a sponsor for those members, I think 5 sponsors, you get a ribbon or something. I'm not sure, but I think it's 5. You get a sponsor award. So it's 5, 10, 15. So you get sponsor award for each of the number of members who come join the club because of you. So you can announce these things in the meeting and encourage members to invite guests. That answers your question?
Yeah, yes, I have another question.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier some timelines, beat the clock or something. Could you repeat? Do you have those timelines? And
Yeah, there are
what
3 actually.
months?
Smedley Award is from 1st of August, 30th September. You have to get 5 new members. Talk Up Toastmasters is from February 1st to March 31st. Again, the new members or dual members or reinstate members. That's what it says. But again, it's better to go for new members. If you get one or two reinstated, I mean, reinstate is also good actually, because you're getting them back to your club. And Talk Up Toastmasters, Talk Up Toastmasters February, March, and the last one is Beat the Clock. Beat the Clock is from 1st May to 30th of June.
Sorry, I missed the Smedley was what again?
Smedley is from now it is happening, no? 1st August to 30th September. August to September. That's the Smedley Award. Talk Up Toastmasters from February to March. Beat the Clock is May and June.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any other questions, or if it is no other questions? And I hope I have justified the time that has been given to me by all the PT membership here. You want to add anything or say something? Now is the time. Else we will say thank you and leave the room.
Thank you. It was a great session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Dr.
much. I
Meenakshi.
hope I really added value. Thank you for your time, and I'm really, it's a pleasure and it's an honor for me to be here, sharing whatever I have picked up, including from what more honor is for me is that talking in front of my mentor, TTM Mohammed Shukri, is our club mentor actually. ICAP Toastmasters was formed. The Baron Toastmaster was the club sponsor, and TTM Mohammed Shukri was one of the mentors, and he used to come to ICAP meeting regularly in helping us, handholding us, and learning the process. And even today, Ahmed has been a great inspiration and mentor. Thank you, DTM Ahmed, for your contribution in my life.
Thank you very much, DTM Meenakshi. I'm really honored and humbled by this sweet words.
Thank you all. If no questions, then event chair, is there anything we have to do, or we can? Yeah, I just want to remind the chat has got the link, so please
Registration, yes.
go to the link and register your attendance so that you get the benefit of attending Toastmasters. And of course, the benefit of knowing is something, but benefit of getting the point for the club is more important. So get that. And thank you very much, event chair. If I leave the floor to you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much, DTM Meenakshi, for coming and participating and giving your time and your expertise. It is really a pleasure having you with us here. And thank you all for attending. I hope you have enjoyed, you have benefited, and we'll see you again very soon in a new event, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you all.
And yes.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too have a
Bye.
good day.
DTM Meenakshi, can you please send me the recording? The link to the recording? Yes. Thank you.